Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today we have very exciting news. Massacre Fountain just dropped, and this guy is actually really good. I'm very impressed by this card. So let's go over like what it does, and then I'll talk about like some neat interactions. This video is not going to be like very long. And like the combo the last combo that I posted is probably just going to be the same one card combo. Not much is going to change. This card is more so of like an extender and a way to play around hand traps, which is exactly what we need. So let's go over the effect here. You can only use each effect once per turn. You can reveal this card in your hand, special summon one hero monster from your hand in defense. Now this effect right here is actually really like insane, because there's a lot of things you can do with this. Let's say you go Ferris effect, right? They negate that after you discard for cost. You can follow up Fountains and force summon the Ferris anyway and still go for your Vision Hero combo. But that's not like the best part of this, right? This it doesn't usually get negated. The real issue is when you start like opening a lot of bricks in your hand and you have like too many normal summons and you can't do anything with them. Let's say you have like Liquid Soldier, Stratos, Vion, like which one do you go for? Now what you can do is you can actually go Stratos, right? To search. And then you can get the Fountain, and then Fountain effect is gonna summon the Vine from your hand, and now you basically have like the full Hero Lives combo. Because it's pretty much the same. Because Hero Lives, you go Stratos to search Vion, and then you normal summon Vion. So this basically does the exact same thing. So this is like really good. I would probably play two. Maybe I'll play more, or I'll cut one. Who knows? Like it depends. We're gonna have to like just test it out. But that's like one of the things you can do. And also, let's say you get Joel and Lockbirded. Let's say you go Stratos, search, I don't know, like Fountain, and then you get Drolled. What you can do is you can activate Fountain. It can also summon itself, because it says special summon one hero monster. It does not say it cannot summon itself. So you summon itself, and then you basically overlay into Baguska. Don't know why it's not showing up here, but you basically go into Baguska, pass. That's under Droll. And another thing is, instead of Baguska, what you can do if you want like a way to access. Let's actually talk about the second effect first before I talk about this. Second effect is the real like gem here. If this card is sent to the grave to activate a card effect or buy card effect, you can set one mask change from your deck or grave. Now that is a very insane effect, because usually like the issue is your opponent stops you from getting into mask change because most of the time like they lose to Darklaw, right? So all they have to do is negate the Furnace from adding, or they droll you after you go for Stratos add Furnace, or they negate the Mist. Now they literally can't do that because this does not add at all. This only sets directly, so it cannot get. You can't imperm this, you can't Valor it, you can't Ash it. It plays around Joel and Lockbird. You can't nib it. Actually, if you nib it, it's gonna trigger the effect to set. So there's not a single hand trap that can actually stop this. I'm pretty sure. Actually, there is one which is like Skullmeister, but Skullmeister, no one plays that shit. um, and the other hand trap is Ghost Bell, because this does reset from the graveyard, as you can see here. And I'm pretty sure Bell does negate that, because it says add a card from the graveyard to the hand deck. Actually, no. Wow, Bell cannot even stop this. Because it's not adding a card from the grave to the hand deck or extra deck, it's actually setting it on the field. And it's not special summoning from the grave, and it's not banishing a card from the grave. So not even Bell can stop this. It's only Skullmeister, and no one plays that. So it's pretty much protected from everything. And you're gonna get that hand trap. I mean, you're gonna get that mask change no matter what. No hand trap is gonna stop you. Another thing is there's infinite ways to trigger this effect. Usually, you'd see effects say like if this card is sent to the grave by a card effect, it's gonna trigger like Despian Tragedy and so on. This is infinitely better because it says if this card is sent to the grave to activate a card effect, which means if you send for cost or effect, it's gonna trigger. So you can send it with Droplet, it's gonna trigger. You can send it with Evil Assault. You can go polymerization fuse with it to trigger it, go into app 0, and then basically you chain link block your app 0 because this is going to be on chain 2. App 0 is mandatory. You can go for mask change. There's also a play where you go Ferris, discard the fountain after you use its effect to summon something else. And then it's gonna trigger, and it's also gonna chain link block your Ferris. You can also use Furnace to add, and then discard it, and it's gonna trigger. There's literally like infinite. We can even go like Aqua Dolphin, discard it, and then it's gonna trigger. So, so like you literally have infinite ways. You can pop it with DP as well, and so on. The only way you can't trigger it is by link summoning, but I feel like that's like too much. Like that would be way too powerful if they did that. There's already like an insane effect. So that is very powerful. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that, like I was saying before, you can put up 2 level 4s and then you can overlay them into Baguska. And because this says if this card is sent to the grave, not monster, that means if you go into an Exceed summon and then you detach the fountain is gonna trigger to set a mask change. So that's kind of crazy. Now, I don't think a lot of people are going to be playing Exceeds beside like Baguska, but it's an option. There's like some other cards that people do sometimes play, like Starry Night or something. Who cares? I'm not gonna look it up. But just to show you guys that if it's overlaid by your opponent or something, it's still gonna trigger, and it says from deck or grave, which means you don't have to play more than one mask change. You can still only play one, and you can just keep recycling the mask change. Now you can grab it with 3 different ways, all these 3 cards. So you can grab it with Furnace, you can go mask change, and then you can also go Fountain at the end to reset the mask change. Unfortunately, you can't use it in that turn, so there's no reason to play. This is like uh, the other mask hero, which is the atomic. It's gonna like set it, but it's not in the end phase. It's gonna set it right away. And when I first looked at the atomic, I actually did talk about fountain being like a card that's probably gonna like set a mask change directly, like from the grave to recycle, like the atomic. And I'm actually like I don't know how, but they actually like did that. That's exactly what they did for the effects, and I really like this. It plays around a lot of hand traps, and that's exactly what we need. There's what else do I need to mention here? This is basically like the most important stuff. Now, talking about the 1 card combos and all that. Like I said, this is an extender, so it's gonna basically work like Crosskeeper. I don't play Crosskeeper in this deck. Just like I only added this so I can compare these 2 cards. So this one's gonna send itself to the grave and then special summon only an elemental hero or Neospatian, which sucks. And people have been complaining a lot about this card because when it first released, because it sucks. You can't search it, and you go -1, and if it gets negated, it sucks for you. And the monster summoned from the grave is also negated. Like it just it's a bad card, right? The only redeeming factor is like the draw 2, which is not even like that great because you need to fuse first. And this card is just not a card you want to see in your hand. This is basically they even look the same, which is kind of crazy. They literally look the exact same. This is like a better upgraded version of Crosskeeper, but you only have to reveal it, so you don't have to send it to the grave. You're not going to go minus. And if it goes to the grave, you're going to trigger to set a mask change. So it's very good. Another thing is mask change. You can only set the original mask change. Mask change 2 does not count because it's not. Its name is not mask change, quote unquote. But it is treated as a summon for mask change when it's used. So you can't set it with the fountain. Um, yeah, and the combos that we usually go for is not actually going to change much. It's going to be pretty much the same. I can't really like think of a specific combo where you desperately need Fountain to finish that combo, unless you get interrupted, obviously, by hand traps. But we're assuming like it's a 1 card combo and you're not going to get interrupted. You pretty much go for the same line that we've been going for previously. And now with like Miracle Ejector, this makes it like infinitely better. And you can even like go for a 1 card combo with Stratos. The only thing you miss out on in the end is either you miss out on DPE or you miss out on Shining Neo Swingman. Other than that, you get literally everything. You get Contrast Hero Chaos, you get Dark Law, DPE or Shining Neo Swingman. It's still like a very good combo, and this is only with 1 Stratos. So that's kind of crazy because this is now a 1 card combo. So you don't need to like play a lot of bricks and stuff like that. Emergency Call is also now technically a one card combo as well because you just pair it up with this. And if you have like two cards, you basically just put up absolutely everything. If you have Fountain plus anything else, yeah. And the best thing is this plays very good into Fua because Fua was one of the issues that we had in the deck previously. Where if you get forward, you have to give them like a few draws before you end on something. Now you can literally give them zero draws, especially if you know that they lose to Dark Law. You can play two Dark Laws here, like I'm doing. And you can trigger this, like I said, like there's infinite ways to trigger this, and it's not going to play into any hand traps. So let's say you go normal Stratos, opponent Fuwas, you add the fountain or the furnace. It depends on like what you have in your hand, and then you can just like use furnace, discard this to set a mass change, and then you can search a mass change with this as well. Otherwise, what you can do is you can furnace, discard any other card, grab polymerization, and then use polymerization to fuse these two, give the opponent one draw. You go into Contrast Hero Chaos, and then this sets mask change, which you can use with the Chaos. So yeah, you end on Omni Negates plus Dark Law Floodgates, which is very good. I am also playing Blast because I actually do like Blast. I'm I'm not gonna lie, I do like this card. Now you don't really need to play this. Like this doesn't actually like make you grab mask change like Furnace right away. So mask change is not really usable right away, which means this is not gonna make too much of a difference. But I do think this card is really good and kind of worth playing. It does help you dodge a lot, especially since Stratos is now a one card combo. So I even think you should probably play more mask changes just because it's a Droll meta, and we are losing to Droll a lot right now. So that's it's very good that they introduced this card right here. And yeah, you just have like infinite ways to extend. So this card is like absolutely crazy. I can't show you guys a one card combo, but like I said, it's not really gonna make much of a difference. But I'll just do anyway. So let's go here, just in case like people don't know the combo or they're new to heroes. Let's put all of these to the bottom of the deck. Okay, we're gonna show you like the hero lives combo. Like I said, you can go Stratos combo, but you're gonna miss out on one thing. I want to show you like the full combo. So we're gonna grab hero lives here. So you go hero lives for Stratos, and then you're gonna send this to the grave. Activate Stratos. You want to add the Miracle Ejector. And then you're going to use Miracle Ejector's effect to send this to the grave. Okay, and then we're going to special summon her and use her effect to grab End Shuffle. Where's End Shuffle? Right here. You're going to add that to the hand, and then you're going to use End Shuffle on the Miracle Ejector, and then you are going to summon another Stratos, and then use Stratos effect. And now you are going to add Vion. So, like I said in one of my previous videos, you don't really need your normal summon anymore. Most of the time, like, you're just preserving your normal summon. You don't really need it, unless you really brick. So we're going to send this to the grave, and then we're going to use its effect, banish it, to summon another Malicious from deck. And then we will link these two off into Crusader, and then Crusader is going to revive the Malicious, and then we're going to search. And we are going to add, where is the Duskcrow? Right here. Add the Duskcrow to the hand. And then we're going to use this effect, banishing you. We're going to add a polymerization. Okay, and then we are going to be linking these two off to go into Infernal Devicer. Basically, you just reveal the Shining Neos Wingman here, and then you add Neos. Where are you, Neos? Add that to the hand. And then what we want to do is we want to go Polymerization, fuse these two together to go into Infernal Rage. And then because we use the normal monster, Infernal Rage is gonna trigger. And we are going to be adding a favorite contact. And then we're gonna use the secondary effect because we use a normal summon. Because we use a normal monster. And then we can summon the Sunrise effects. Add a Miracle Fusion. And then we still have a Malicious here, but we're not going to use it just yet. We're going to declare a Duskcrow. We're going to banish you, special summon it, and then use its effect. So basically what you can do is you can go Furnace if you want to add a mask change, or you can go for the Fountain. It depends on what you have, because this is a one-card combo, so you're probably going to have other cards in your hand as well. Either way, like both of them are gonna work. It's not really gonna make much of a difference. But because you know it's a fountain video, let's add fountain to the hand. And then we are going to be linking these two off into you. And then we are going to activate Mally from Grave. We're gonna banish it. And we are going to be summoning a Malicious from the deck. And then this is going to trigger our Wonder Driver to reset our polymerization. And then we're just going to use polymerization here to fuse these two together into DPE. Then Miracle Fuse, this, banish, and this, banish, into Wake Up. Wake Up effect, not Wake Up effect, well, we're gonna pop these two, and then Wake Up effect, and DPE, so it can come back. And then basically what you can do here is you can go for Stratos, and then Stratos effect is going to add a Furnace. So now, okay, I'm just waiting for this. So now if you have like anything else you want to summon, like you have like a Mist, because notice in this combo we did not use the Shadow Mist effect. So it's going to be an extra, like, you know, it's an extender if you have like Foolish Burial or a way to get that in the graveyard. Or you can summon it to force out like a mask change or a search, so you can link it off. But because in this case we don't really need it, we're going to declare Furnace here. Actually, before we declare Furnace, what you want to do is you want to use the End Shuffle Engrave, and you want to shuffle back this card, Aqua Dolphin, and then any elemental hero, which is going to be either this, or you can shuffle back your Wake Up. It doesn't really matter that much, because this says, yeah, you can shuffle back any elemental hero monster or Neospacian. Because we already have 3 Stratos, I don't actually care about shuffling this back, but if you want to follow up and you only play 2 Stratos, you can shuffle this back instead of Wake Up. So in this case, I'm just gonna shuffle this back, so I have like more OTK potential on the following turn, and then shuffle, and then you're gonna draw 1 card. So you actually need this draw because you're gonna go Furnace effect, and you are gonna add the second polymerization to the hand. And then you want to discard the card that you literally just drew. So let's send this to the graveyard. Okay, everything else was searched for. And then we go polymerization. You want to fuse the Furnace and the Fountain so that you can go into Chaos. And then this is going to trigger this because it would use as material. You can also trigger Furnace if you want. Reason you would want to do this is if you have multiple mask changes, you can go into Atomic if you play that, and then you can revive back the Dark Law if they get rid of it. So in this case, you don't really need to because I don't play it. But let's just summon it because one. Actually, wait, does this even trigger? I don't actually think it triggers because it was not engraved, it was in hand when I used it. But if it does trigger, it doesn't really matter that much. So yeah, we triggered the Fountain because it was used in this case. So we are going to set this. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much the combo here. You can use Mask Change on this after you use the effect to go into Dark Law. Otherwise, if you really need it like right now, you can link into Cross Crusader here. Now this is a 1-card combo, so in other cases, like I said, you have like cards in your hand, and we haven't used the first effect of Fountain. So if you have a dark monster, you can just summon it, and that will be the target for the mask change. But yeah, that's pretty much all you really need here. And then you set this, and you pass turn, and then on the following turn in the standby phase, this is going to come back. It doesn't declare, but it's going to come back, and then it's going to reset your Merkle Fusion. And then because it was summoned, this says if you special summon this, you can summon it back. So even though we didn't trigger it before, because I don't think that works that way, you can summon it now if you want to. And yeah, so basically we have the full combo here. We have Phoenix Enforcer, we have Chaos, we have Favorite Contact for Shining Neo Swingman, and we have Mask Change. This was all with one Hero Lives. And then you also have, how many cards in hand? You have 4 cards in hand. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 4 cards in hand. So you can have like hand traps and other stuff. And you can also have like multiple mask changes as well, which is kind of disgusting. So yeah, that's the combo, in case you guys wanted to see that. And yeah, I think overall this card is actually going to be insane. I'm not sure if I'm going to play only one. I might try playing 2 because I think... I'm not sure why they're not showing, but probably because it needs to be like exact. But yeah, I'm probably going to play 2 because I think the extending effect here is actually way too powerful. And it can like reset your mask changes from the graveyard as well, which is cool because if you try to dodge your opponent's cards, you go mask change for blast. You don't have to worry about me going Wonder Driver and then resetting the mask change. I can just go for this later on, and then there's infinite ways to send this to the grave and recycle the mask change. Now, like I said, I think I'm going to be playing multiple mask changes because of Duel. Now, this does play around Duel, but because we're going to be dodging with Stratos and stuff, it's going to be a lot better if we play multiple mask changes. And now, because we have so many one-card combos, we have Stratos as a one-card combo, Emergency Call, we have End Shuffle, we have like lots of other cards that's going to extend and one-card combos. It's okay if you play multiple mask changes. This deck is already a lot more consistent than it was before. And also like the addition of Furnace, which is honestly the best card in the deck, in my opinion. I think this card is just like ridiculous. I don't know how they even like thought that was that was fair. Just add mask change for no reason, or polymerization. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about Fountain, and if there's any like cool interactions or anything that I missed. That'd be cool. Just let me know. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.